Vietnam's history has been one of constant struggle for self-government. After World War II, groups opposed to French rule revolted and the country was divided into two zones: North Vietnam under a communist government and South Vietnam, headed by anti-communists. Over the next 20 years, the United States supported the South in its struggle to defeat insurgents led by the North, which opposed unification of the country. In 1962, President Kennedy approved American military involvement. The United States Air Force provided air support in the dense jungle terrain. One of its missions was to destroy the supply lines of the enemy that originated in the north. The United States utilized herbicides to eliminate enemy hiding positions, curtail crop production, and clear land for defense purposes. Millions of gallons of herbicide were dropped to destroy trees and plants that gave the enemy cover. The 4-inch wide colored bands painted on the 55-gallon drums identified the defoliants, Agent Orange being the most widely used among the defoliants sprayed. It was believed that these herbicides were not directly intended to harm humans or animals. In total, it's estimated that approximately 20 million gallons of herbicides were sprayed in Vietnam. 12 million gallons were Agent Orange. Vietnam veterans recount stories of living in such areas, eating, drinking water, sleeping, and being sprayed on.
I can remember coming across this vast area that had been sprayed. All the trees, they all looked like they had gone through a forest fire. And the only way I learned about it was from the guys.
Well, we talked amongst ourselves about it, but that was about it. That it just gets sprayed on you, you got to be careful.
Over 10 years ago, the United States Congress declared America owed a debt to its Vietnam veterans and their loved ones as a result of defoliants such as Agent Orange.
See, we were in a special unit on the 4th Infantry Division called the 1st Field Forces Air Mobile. And we used to be the first to go in case anything happened. And a few occasions when we left, they were still spraying on us when we were jumping out of helicopters. They were soaking wet. They got on your skin. They got all over you. And at that time, you didn't think nothing of it. But that's how it was.
I can remember one fire base we were at west of Pleiku that it was sprayed with a Huey helicopter. I can remember that specifically, and I can see that. I took some of these twigs from that area and I said, wow, look at this, I don't have to strip off the foliage. And so I'd put them in my mouth and chew on them while we're strolling along. And I can't begin to tell you how many times we would fill our canteens from streams, as well as bathe in them. So I believe that's where one of those, or all of them, is where I was exposed to Agent Orange.
There are over 58,000 names engraved on a granite wall in Washington, D.C. That wall recognizes the ultimate sacrifice these soldiers made for their country. The National Park Service also maintains a registry of names. Names of soldiers who lost their last battle, the battle with Agent Orange.